loudly inside your head, you wouldn't have to make the rest of us hear it. See, that's perfect, Parker. You know, every time you want to say something, just say it in your head, because really, unless it has to do with math, Amelia, right? I don't, it's stuff that's, I'm a proponent of effective use of words. Some people like just use them for no reason, and that's like inefficient, isn't it? It's like driving back and forth to Yorkville 5 times rather than going to Yorkville and going to the Jewel and then going to Walgreens and then watching a movie and then stopping at Subway. Some of you, when you use your words, it's like you drive to Yorkville, go to Jewel, then come home, and then you go back to Walgreens, come home, then you go back to there. It's not a very efficient use of words. Words are, you know, special. They should be used only as needed, otherwise they get abused and nobody listens to them. It's like the boy who cried wolf. They know what that story is?
Yeah.
You talk so much, people are going to start tuning you out, and then when you really do have something valuable to say, they won't hear you because you've already used your fair allotment of words. I don't know where that was going, but here we go. Under multiplying. Under multiplying. We've already done single-digit multiplication. We've already done stuff like this. 752 times 3. And again, the better you know your multiplication tables, the better off. I mean, you've got a long road ahead of math. If you don't know them now, you might as well learn them because it doesn't get any easier. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21. 22. But today, we are going to talk about, we're going to not necessarily do double-digit multiplication, but we're going to be multiplying by what's called by multiples of 10 and 100. Really, what we're going to be doing is multiplying by numbers that end with zeros, because it doesn't get really, if you can do this, you can multiply by numbers that end with 0. I'm sorry, it doesn't look really good there. So let's look at this problem here. If I change this problem to say, what is 752 times 30, okay, it's going to be really easy because the book makes this point, and this is something, at first I didn't pretty much care for, but now I think it's kind of a good thing to do. What the book will tell you is when you have 30, by the way, is a multiple of 10, because if you count by tens, well, you get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And if you count by 100, multiples of 100 are 100, 200, 300, 400, so on and so on. When you're given a problem that has one of those multiples there, the book will tell you to do this. They'll tell you to hang out, and maybe you've already done this. Hang out the zeros, which simply means this. If I'm multiplying 752 times 30, 752 times, if it ends with zeros, I put those zeros over past. Instead of writing the 30 right under the 5 and the 2 like would be common, you put it as this. You write the 3 under the 2 and the 0 over there so that the 0 hangs out past the rest of the problem. And the reason you do that is simply because to do this multiplication problem, however many zeros are hanging out, you just put that straight down from where it's at and then multiply like we did over here. I won't even do this because I know I'm going to get these same answers because it's the same problem. So 752 times 30 is going to be 22,560. As would be if you multiplied 752 times 300. Since that has 2 zeros, I hang both zeros out and I just bring those 2 zeros down and I end up with still this 6522 thing. So we end up with 252,000. And you could do it for anything. If I asked you to multiply 48 times, well, let's change that. 5 times 20,000, okay, since this all ends with zeros, you'd hang out all of those zeros, so it would look like this, 48 times 2, and then all those zeros would be hanging over the edge. you'd bring all those down to start with, which is 4 of them, and then just multiply by the 2. 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 960,000 would be your answer. So that's kind of, if you can do single digit multiplication, this should be pretty easy for you. Let me give you a little harder one. $2.35 times 40. $2.35 times 40. Go ahead and do that problem. Knowing, children, that it's dollars and cents, so your answer will have dollars. When you give your answer, you should say blankety blank dollars and blankety blank cents. That answer, Mr. Carter Westfall?
$93.00.
$93.00. Let's look and see here. So you brought down the 0?
Yeah.
4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 13, 14. Carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. I get $94.00. Did I get that? Is that right? Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
All right, I